Good evening, I'm Madison Green. Thanks for joining us. Rob is off tonight. People gathered in Cloquet this weekend for the Ojibwe Language Symposium. Hosted by the Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College, it aims to bring people together through language. Northern News Now's Jack Wiedner visited the event to learn some of the ways people are keeping the Ojibwe language alive.
The 5th annual Ojibwe Language Symposium wrapped up on Sunday. Roxanne DeLille says by learning about the language, people are also learning about Ojibwe culture.
All of our cultural values and many of our cultural teachings are built actually right inside of the language. So not only are you learning a language, you're learning a way of being.
DeLille is a dean at Fond du Lac Tribal and Community College. She says the symposium is for people of all language abilities.
We've got those who are active in the recapturing of language. We got those who are brand spanking new coming into it.
Some talks were given entirely in Ojibwe, while others were primarily in English. Sierra Morrill says the event is encouraging to people still learning the language.
Just the message of today, I think, is that empowerment of community, and we're not doing this alone. We're learning together, and it's just a good motivator to keep on going.
Morrill is an intern at the Wadukadading Ojibwe Language Institute. She works alongside Keller Papp, one of the event's keynote speakers. Papp says he's grateful to discuss what can be done to take care of their indigenous languages. And the Ojibwe language is growing, particularly as a second language, thanks in large part to immersion schools.
Our kids are coming up with language. At Wadukadading, for instance, there are children that start in kindergarten and leave there at 7th grade proficient in the language.
But DeLille says revitalization efforts still have a long way to go.
So I think we've come a long way. Not close yet, but we're moving.
In Cloquet, Jack Wiedner, Northern News Now.
Speakers came from throughout our region for the event. The Ojibwe Language Symposium wrapped up this afternoon with music and lunch in the amphitheater.